start the game. And the first to have a look at is Magic, and it seems like he is having... Yeah, I was for a moment thinking that he might be a pocket, but he isn't. Would have been pretty sweet for him as a Zeus in there, but no, he isn't. And well, normal hunt, as you can get on this map, pretty okay gold placement, very close to his towers, and well, the TC at the back is reasonably fine. And something interesting at the back, well, just those hippos here. So he doesn't really need to go aggressively into the front if he's under attack, and that will be very nice gameplay for him in the early game. The pocket for ReGen though is T2. That's kinda unfortunate, usually one Oranos somewhere at the sides because he's an aggressive god and he's already discovered the first relic here. Better build in hit points, which is very sweet. And well, that's going to be helping anyone really in this game. Something interesting at the back, the hippos, discovered by the piggy here, some nice scouting. And otherwise, just oracles trying to see the lay of the land here. And both of his TCs are reasonably placed. This is okay between him and Themista. This is as well okay between him and Magic, so no really problem there. Well, I've seen some extra relic. Cheaper villagers. Oh wow. No, that's going to be pretty great boom for literally anyone. I think it might be going for Themista here, as he's the Zeus. Standard position for Magic as well. 3 hippos seems to be the theme on this map. Otherwise, his front TC is kind of okayish position. And well, interesting position here though for actually Ivano Grande's 3rd TC. It's like literally in the middle of the map, and I'm kind of worried it might be cut off from him by a slap of water here. So we'll see quite soon. And in the meantime, his back base is okay. Well, actually double hippos here together with some nice cranes and something else. Back gold, double back gold, that's kind of usual. Nice position of the TC and going for some defensive scouting with his Ulfsark, not really interested in some aggressiveness just yet. Same cannot be said for Themista, who was just trying to see who is actually at this doorstep, so right now he knows. Well, he's right now coming back, probably hoping for some house and temple pretty soon. The next one to have a look at is Alfheim as a pocket for the BrT team, and he's having a pretty nice map as well. Of his front TC is probably this between him and his teammates, so that's reasonably placed together with the other one, so no problem here. And what's this? Cheaper armor research. That's not half bad if they can make use of it. That's really not half bad, and his back map, alright, that's reasonable double hippos as well. We are at 249, so we might be seeing some temples being dropped reasonably soon. But first, let's have a look at Passamal here. Okay, hippos here, gold, but not much else. Some extra hippos. And his front TC is either this or this. So they will fight with Magic actually, who is faster and takes this TC, as it's much more important between them. And yes, this is the first temple that we see here. And also, very nice. That's a very nice spy cast by Themista, as it's on food wheelies, which will mean that regents will know right where to raid. Already Heimdall from Alfheim. That's kinda interesting. Usually you'll see Forseti from Lokis, so that's a bit of a twist here. And he's actually going for an aggressive build here. So they might be thinking about actually rushing someone, probably T2, placing the building right here in the middle. So they might be thinking about it. But unfortunately for them, Titus Oracle was just walking around, and I think he might have noticed this. Even though, like this, they don't have really big line of sight, I think they did notice. Right now, Magic isn't still advancing. He's at 404, so he's going for slightly slower advance, so he will be probably taking second TC, I would think. And how's it looking for Themista? 46% into Forseti. Having still just one temple and something interesting walled up so that he's protected against trading. And well, Ivano Grande is going for full-on attack here as well, so that's going to be a double, and it might be either on T2 or Themista. Right now, I'm not exactly sure, but it seems to be heading left way, so probably on Temista. So it's going to be pretty fun here. We have Heimdall, so they might be thinking about taking down some wall here. Let's see how that will work out. I'm not exactly thinking that will work out because you can see that Mista is doing pretty well with his natural walling using the buildings, and first attack will be happening right now. And, well, nice steal of the relic here, at least. Cheaper village cost. That's a pretty nice one, that could help. At the same time now, though, Alfheim, together with his teammate Ivano Grande, have led on what is their plan right now, and I'm thinking that Titu will just come back from his raiding and help. Even though will it really be needed, I'm just going to check the towers right now. The Mista is responding with something interesting. No, not yet. Not yet going for the towers. Probably doesn't have the resources, which is kinda probable. And at the same time, oh, this is a spy on Temista. That's again one of the weirder spies, I think. It doesn't really help all that much because the unit will die pretty soon. But, well, Titu might really be forced to retreat from his attempted raiding, because right now this army is starting to grow. And if they get some decent mythical units, it might just not be all that easy for the Themistocles Xerxes to deal with all that. I'm just waiting for the towers to come up, as this is going to be, I think, in short order coming. So let's see how this battle develops, and we'll be switching into the left soon, because you can see that teal is eating into purple in there. This battle is still not over though. I'm really interested how this is going to develop. Green is losing some units here, and well, blue is definitely winning with red. And this attempt at a very nice and ballsy attack on Temista is not really going all that well. His healing sprint is already pretty much in power of ReGen, it's just a question of time. But still, well, definitely not giving up. Not giving up at all. On the left, Teal is just right now breaching the walls, so I'm gonna have a quick look, as that's an important part of the game. And Magic is having pretty decent army of hoplites, but he will be encountering tower fire, which will probably result in him taking this a bit more carefully. So let's go back to the right side, and yes, BRTs have been repelled with all they have. And the situation will be reasonably stabilized here for Themistocles and T2 right now. And once the extra army starts popping in from Themista and T2, well, the window of opportunity might be gone for BRTs. Right now, though, Magic is going very strongly for it, and it's actually pretty decent Athena rush from him. Yes, he has the Athena. Pretty nice, and well, that's a very decent cast of Restoration. Actually pretty interesting. He's just forcing some of the units to retreat here, and it will result in the tower down. Even though you see that's just one brave hoplite trying to take it down. Well, not anymore. A bit more, and well, he is doing pretty well 1v1 here. But green is already on his way, and well, that will result in the death of Magic's army. Yeah, pretty much Passan now, all he has to do right now is wait a moment for green to arrive, and oh, that's a bit unfortunate. He should have went around to actually corner the army and delete it. That would have been much more valuable for them right now. Otherwise though, it seems like T2 is definitely catching up on what is happening, switching the venues as well, and leaving Themistocles 1v1 against his opponent there. So he's right now going for some pretty decent raiding into some middle phases here. And well, yellow is right on the doorstep of Magic, killing the tower here with his undermine. And that's a pretty decent army actually, not half bad from Rio Grande, Ivano Grande and I'm Alfheim. Not half bad, but at the same time Magic is having military buildings in his base. Nicely walled, having toxots, so yeah, that's not going to go all that well. And Temista is actually not pushing on the forward base, which is kind of interesting. I would be expecting that he would be helping with it. And well, he's really intent on possibly making some kind of triple here. So right now catching Alfheim unawares in the middle, and there's still a bit of green behind red's base, so that's pretty interesting, and we might be switching in there once they find some red spots. That's some decent raiding, and same happening with Temista. behind green if you look at the minimap. So let's have a look at there, for example. Yeah, they're just trying to find something, not really having any luck, and it doesn't seem like that's going to change. And how's it looking with green then? Wow, that's a pretty good rate actually. Not enough army from T2 here to actually stop this. And with a bit of micro, they might be able to kill some villies. Yeah, one dead. Oh, that's a pretty good spawn. That's a pretty good spawn. Valkyrie is exactly what he needed. Exactly what he needed. And is he going to kill some extra villies? Well, this was a pretty nice play. You might think he was just misclicking. He wasn't. He was putting down the bases so that he actually slows down and makes the way difficult for the Willy, which worked rather well as he has been able to kill it. So pretty good job from Green. Very nice little play. At the left though, Themistocles' army together with Magic's hoplites and Dog Swords are taking care of this TC, which is going down without any doubt whatsoever. Spasamal was heading for a second TC and, well, it basically wasn't the best of ideas because it cost him a lot of resources that he needed to spend on some extra military units. Unfortunately for him, that might cost him the game right there. So let's see if that really happens or not. This battle is pretty much straightforward here. There's not going to be anything surprising on the right. Green ReGen around. And here, well, Alpine was trying to make some use. Actually, ReGen's army is being spread around the map. Uh, but yeah, they were literally spread around the map. And there were some back in Themista's base. And unfortunately for him, T2 had more than enough units here to repel all this attack. So brave attack, but not successful. And this unstoppable force from Magic is going to take care of this second DC as well. Wow, that's a lot of Phillies. That's a lot of Phillies and Toxods. Well, they'll be just like executioners. Executioners once this DC is down. So the TC will be gone in just a matter of seconds. Even though Green is trying to help, he's been slightly late, so the TC will be gone. But I'm thinking right now that Themista will lose the army. Yeah, especially when they are in these nice spawns. But with this, well, slight help from Titu. Actually might not be true what I just said. Yeah, you can see that Ivan Grande is not really taking his chances. And just running around and away. And on the right side, well, Titu was looking to actually put some pressure on the forward buildings here. And Magic, rather Themista, was going just for the TC. And first, resignation has been here. Second as well, just as they say Themista. And well, this is 2-0 for the ReGens. So pretty good team play by Themista and Magic. Very nice games. And BrT though were playing really well as well. They weren't afraid of the big names and gave it their best. Went for the gutsy strategy of the double on Themista. Didn't really work out. Well, then just pretty much standard Athena Rush worked on the left side against Pasamal. So, good job ReGen, Magic and Themista, and 2-0. So let's have a look at the post game. T2 was right now the total score, and again, it follows the theme that usually the pocket is the best because he's having the least losses in buildings and such. So that definitely counts. Well, results in him winning on the points and also in the game. Magic having the best military count and unit skill, that's understandable as an Greek. Those units are simply the strongest, plus the restoration and such shenanigans. Well, didn't really come to any upgrades. And well, that's a game ended in classical age. Yeah, all the guys from ReGen just still going up. And BRTs just stagnating and going down. The nice wood here from Pasamal, but yeah. You don't have anything to build for it. for it, it doesn't help. Alright then, GG.